Stef Kras, the Total Energy rider who suffered serious injuries in the crash on the Olaeta descent, has spoken out. After recovering from his injuries in Belgium, he says that he was only 20 centimetres away from losing his life, and that for half a minute only one lung was working. He commented, as we also did, that the organisation, led by Julian Eraso, did nothing to improve the condition of the mountain road, leaving it with very dirty asphalt, full of debris and with a surface like a washboard. And then Primož Roglič, the Slovenian and leader of the competition, fell, and the others around him fell, equally hard. It is undoubtedly the crash that has changed the cycling season. The one that has deprived us of an Evenepoel versus Pogacar duel in Liège-Bastogne-Liège, and evidently the one that has destroyed the chances of winning a third consecutive Tour de France for Jonas Vingegaard, except via intervention from a divine miracle. The Dane, after lying motionless on the ground for several minutes, was taken to a hospital in Vitoria, where he was examined, and, according to the Visma team, he'd suffered a broken collarbone, several ribs, and a pneumothorax affecting his lung. However, beyond the failures of the Itzulia organisation, rumours continue to grow. Rumours regarding Vingegaard's injury, and it may be more serious than it appeared. Rumours that have been encouraged by the father of the best-known Danish anchovy on the planet. Claus Vingegaard is a proud man, happy that his son earns millions of euros a year by riding a bicycle and slapping his Danish herring across the faces of his rivals, instead of cleaning fish in a factory for less than 1,000 euros a month. He's happy that his boy is already married, has a family, and a life plan. And as usual in Denmark, he's very happy that good old Jonas is a happy man. As a good dad, he has been scared by the fall, even though the inept Adam Hansen wanted to worry him even more by removing the helicopter footage of the crash. But the days after the crash have passed, and his stressful situation has only increased. In statements to several Danish sports media outlets, he said that he has not yet been able to talk to his son, and he only learns about his condition through the media and the Visma team's social media releases. Broken collarbones and ribs are sadly commonplace injuries in professional cycling, and they are just part of the job. But Claus Vingegaard's big concern is the pneumothorax injury suffered by his son, the double Tour de France champion. I know what many of you are going to tell me, that you've had that exact same injury, or you know someone that's had it, and it's no big deal. And so far, we're in agreement, theoretically. In fact, early prognoses claimed that Vingegaard could be 60% ready for the 2024 Tour de France, and that it would simply take a little longer to recover from his internal injuries and then get back on the bike for training, and that by tweaking and changing his calendar a little, he could at least be on the start line to race the Grand Boucle. But as the days have gone by, that optimistic outlook has gone awry somewhat, with some utterly alarmist statements. Claus Vingegaard himself has declared in various media that he is going through hell, and he certainly does not know the extent of this pneumothorax injury. The Visma team is not giving him any information, and he is beginning to fear that they are hiding something from him. Not even the wife of the winner of Tirreno Adriatico 2024 can be in contact with her father-in-law to inform him of their son's condition, for fear of leaks. That's cycling, folks. The team that lets TV cameras into their buses and into the middle of their training packs and races, if Jeff Bezos pays, is unable to tell the real state of their star cyclist's health, not even to the media, but to his own father. The same team of Christophe Laporte's strange depressions and Dylan van Baal's illnesses. The same team that, after Wilco Kelderman's collarbone injury, hardly informs anyone about his condition except to indicate that he will not compete in the Giro d'Italia. And this is the same team that takes several weeks to state the obvious, that Wout van Aert will not be participating in the Corsa Rosa. It's a bad year for the Bees. They've even lost the director Zeeman, who's devoting himself to the world of soccer, in the purest style of Dave Brailsford or Inigo San Millan. Perhaps the footballers have seen this great improvement in cycling due to materials that has been managed in the last few years. The prestigious Italian media, Il Corriere della Sera, further added salt to the wound. They are insisting that the severity of the internal injury suffered by the anchovy is on a par with that by the White Kenyan or Eganito Bernal in their very serious accidents, and that after returning to the roads, their level was never the same again. At the same time, the former Danish cyclist of Team Quebecer and Coloquick, where Vingegaard broke his first records as a cyclist, Emil Milka Vinjabo, he wanted to give his opinion as a doctor, since he left professional sport to dedicate himself to a job with fewer risks. Vinjabo believes that the clavicle operation should be performed 1 day after the fall to try to regenerate the bones as soon as possible. But it took 5 days to be done. This could only be because the body has suffered a lot and was not prepared for such an operation, perhaps due to internal injuries. Now, it's true that Vingegaard is being treated in Spain, the country where a great number of nurses and doctors have been recorded doing TikTok dances, and where they have such a great social prestige that they're allowed to pimp the ordinary citizen. But it's also true that Jonas is a sports superstar, and these doctors, as long as they get a few likes and pats on the back for doing their job, as happened in the same region with the companion of the anchovy, Milan Vada, they will give 100% to pose in photos with the millionaire athletes they cure. There's no worry about medical negligence. Vingegaard is in the best possible hands. But still, Santa Claus suffers, and he thinks that his son's career may be in question. Now, possibly by the time we upload this video, we will have more news about the best climber on the planet, but the opacity shown in this case is despicable. Maybe it's because it's all being filmed for an Amazon documentary. Maybe it's because Jonas himself and his wife don't want to talk about the injury, and that's their right. It may be that they're having lots of fun reading the conspiracy theories of YouTube users in the comments. And if they are reading, I hope you leave plenty of well wishes. But what is clear to us is that if they had spoken out, like Steph Kras, loud and clear, telling the truth, telling that indeed Vingegaard was close to losing his life or suffering a very serious injury, no one would be speculating about Jonas's future. It seems pretty clear that they're trying to stretch things out and keep the dream alive of seeing Vingegaard on the 2024 Tour de France shortlist. They don't want to see the soufflé collapse of that mouth-watering duel against Poggi in the French mountains. They don't seem to have realised that, barring any mishaps, the Slovenian has already won the 2024 Tour de France. Not even the miracle cure that took Lance from a hospital bed to winning the Tour de France in a year and a half could revive a Vingegaard who has yet to announce his long-term goals. It's cycling. It's professional sport. To Jonas, we simply wish the best. You saved your life, and that, possibly, is the greatest victory you'll ever see in your life. Cheers to you, Sir Anchovy.